So good morning. It's Sunday morning, and Nellie and I have a conversation on Sunday mornings, and Portland is going through something.
We are. It's
Yeah,
crazy. Okay.
yeah,
But here I am online for now. And
yes,
hopefully for the entire hour, we'll see how it goes.
yeah. So welcome to anyone from Portland that made it, that still has power, that maybe even has heat, etc. In this winter freeze that you're going through. Um, Nellie and I had talked about this Sunday. We wanted to go into some questions that had been posed to us by Sangha members a few weeks ago, maybe
Yeah, yeah.
before the
Yeah, and
end.
we'll do it again, by the way. So, if you have questions that are in your mind, you can jot them down and we'll do that again. We'll ask for questions, but not today. Today, we're going to not answer the questions, but we're going to address the questions.
Because we saw a theme in all of the questions started to emerge. And what the theme looked like is, what does my practice come back to? What does it all come back to? What's the core of this practice of reflective meditation or my own meditation practice?
What is it all about, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And, we really don't, we're going to go back to something that I guess we go back to often, which is what it's all about. The theme is what is it all about for you? Although coming back to the questions, this was what some of the respondents said. Is it all, does it all come back to the middle way?
yeah. The middle way, or does it all come back to how am I relating to my experience? Not just the content of what comes into my meditation, but how am I relating to it?
Or does it all come back to, is it all about compassion? Is that what it's all about?
Yeah, yeah. Or is it all about um, this one was kind of mine. I'm adding one. I'm adding one. Is it all about shelter and protection and refuge? Um,
Right, right. We could keep adding, and that's what we're going to do even. Um, but and then somebody brought up that question of I'm not even sure how it was said at the time, but is it, does it all come back to our true nature? And that is a common Buddhist teaching. But we even thought that, or I think we thought this, I thought it at any rate, that even trying to find out what it's all about, like one thing that it's all about would be saying meditation, reflective meditation has its own true nature.
yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah,
Well, and if you pushed us on a multiple choice questionnaire, we would be able to say what it all comes back to. And that's the kind of interesting thing, is that we would go in a direction of it comes back to conditionality, the teaching of conditionality, which is the teaching of not just one thing. So,
that's a good point. It is saying that it's all complex and there's many things at any moment, countless things at
right,
any moment that are creating experience, creating how we relate to experience.
right, right. And we really do honor different paths for different people, different core teachings that are important to different people. And even for ourselves, the path may look different and be more important in one area for a while or on a specific day than
Mhm.
it does at a different time. Nellie, I was thinking how protection, shelter, refuge is really up for, you when you're in a storm or when the world outside is not very friendly.
I know, I know. I think about all the unhoused people, and I'm sure some of them are dead. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm sure some of them did not get to a warming shelter for
yeah.
whatever set of conditions.
In
Uh,
-6 degrees,
yeah, and you
not
die.
having shelter.
Yeah, you die. And and I feel like if I was going to say, well, what's it all about for me trying to, live without, these basic things of life, like being able to make a hot cup of tea. Thankfully, I have one.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um, I would say just kind of trying to, well, I would probably go to equanimity at that point, like trying to at least stay steady enough to take care of what needs to be taken care of and to think clearly so we're safe.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about for me in this moment.
Yeah. So that's our prompt this morning. We're going to do a shorter talk and then meditate for 20 minutes with 10 minutes of reflection, and then have 20 minutes for people to talk about their experience this morning. But our prompt is, what's the core of your practice today for you? What's it all about? And if you just come up with one word, try describing it a little bit more. Tell us a little bit more. Tell yourself a little bit more about what your practice is about for you today.